My name is Carson, I'm 10 years old, and I love to play with big snakes. Boom! Oh, Froggy, he's a monster. Isn't he just gorgeous? Oh, but Froggy bit me right on the hand. Woo! That's gonna leave a mark. Maisie's an albino, and she is super long. My first snake was a Cinnalone milk snake I got for Christmas, and now my collection has got so big, I have an albino corn snake that's 5'6". This is actually part of Maisie's poop right in there, so you can tell that she can't digest the fur, so she just pooped it out. Look at that.
Carson started working with animals when he was really young. He developed an interest when he was probably 18 months, 2 years old. He knew lots of facts and tips about it. Started collecting a lot of little animal toys, and then that's just really grew and grew until now they're no longer toys, they're the real thing.
What cool fact about the bearded dragon is that they'll actually, with their defense mechanism, they'll make themselves look big. They'll stand on their hands as tall as they can, and if the predator's coming at them, they'll be like, "Oh, I see you. If you come in near me, I'm gonna bite you." And they can be very territorial with other males. Love you, Beardy. I want to be like Steve, or want to go around the world and do like documentaries and stuff. Woohoo! He is a beauty. Now, this guy, why he has those triangular teeth, because he's insectivorous, meaning that he likes to only eat insects, and that's about all he eats. Let's move on to the next animal.
Steve Irwin had a huge impact on Carson, and he does like to do animal shows, and he loves to drop, crikey, or, just some quotes that he's heard.
G'day, mates! G'day, mates. G'day. Woohoo! Reptiles rule!
Home animals. Does the tortoise eat this? Squash?
Yeah, you have to cut it up in smaller bits. The snapping turtle, I always have to watch what I'm doing because he strikes so fast, and you just have to be really careful what you're doing. But not really. He's really the only one that really gives me kind of the chills. Let's see if he's in there. Oh, I feel him. Oh, that's wrong. Just kidding. Oh, here he is. I've been bitten and scratched by a bunch of different animals. Snakes, lizards, turtles. I've been peed on by frogs, and I've actually been bit on the pinky by a gerbil. Right here's the Cinnalone milk snake. He's one of my favorites. Now the Cinnalone milk snake, they're native to Mexico. They like to live in the desert. Oh, but crikey, bit me right on the hand. Woo! Oh! Crikey, that hit. Ooh, that's gonna leave a mark. Now, what I didn't do is what you don't need to do is when he bit me, I didn't jerk my hand away. And because if I jerked my hand away, I would have ripped his teeth out. And then he would have got an abscess, and that would have been my fault. Let's put him up because he's very angry.
He got bit in the face by a gecko one time. But when he gets bit by the snakes, they're never I don't think they bite him, fully bite him. It's usually just a couple little small.
My friends like interacting with the animals a lot. They help me out with feeding, typically the lizards, the turtles, the frogs, and sometimes they'll help feed the snakes. Does anybody know what Beardy eats?
Worms and crickets.
Yes, feel his back.
I like turtles. Do they live in water?
No, he actually lives on the land. He lives in a continent named Africa, and he has those claws and those armor-plated arms right there to help him burrow. And, oh, he's pink. Basically, these toes right here, if he didn't have those, he would fall off, and he wouldn't be able to stick onto the trees.
Does he stick to a window?
Yeah, they can stick to windows.
Carson he's a strong-willed child, so he has a very bright personality, I guess you'd say. Kind of talks about being a vet, but really he's kind of part of conservation efforts is really his goal.
Protecting animals and, educating others on the importance of, protecting certain species.
And how that happens is something called global warming.
I'm very proud of him and what he's been able to accomplish at such a young age. It's pretty incredible.
Reticulated pythons are very strong animals, very strong apex predators, and they demand respect.
Because I like pink.
I don't think they could eat her. This is Sunny. He's a 6-year-old reticulated python, and this is Cher. Let's see if she's in the mood. Oh, Cher. My interest in reptiles started around 6 to 8 years old. Cher's a gorgeous girl. And it's just snowballed from there, I guess. I suffer from social anxiety and anxiety issues, and reptiles, I don't know why, when you hold them, they make you calm. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Even though they are apex predators, I find them very therapeutic, oddly. Oh, he's having a little scratch. Sunny and Cher both have gentle and docile personalities, but when food is involved, that's when things change. What I'm doing right now, I'll bring Sunny and Cher in and just handle them and just let them have a little stretch and a wander.
My hair's stuck.
My daughter Emma, she's 7 years old. We started small interactions with her when she was about 1.5 years.
I'm stuck.
Me and my daughter will watch TV, have one of the snakes on the sofa, and the snakes are just quite happy, relaxing. They're like a warm lap. Yeah, they feel quite safe and secure. Once I knew she had the understanding to be gentle, I was more prepared for her to stroke the snake.
But didn't you forget we need breakfast? So let's put it on. Rapunzel can wear anything. Ting-ting. Mom, you're not supposed to do that. Oh.
I don't think they could eat her. They could, but they could quite possibly, if they managed to get around her neck or anything like that, they could do a lot of harm. I would never leave my daughter unsupervised with any animal. She's going to do a poo as well, I think. So have you got those wipes? They're very strong apex predators, and they demand respect.
It's part of snake life.
Right?
Part of school life too. I'm just going to sit up here so I don't get wet feet from that weave. La ba 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 ba.
I know I cannot look after these animals by myself. Doing any activity with my daughter, I will always worry about my daughter's safety. There will be risks with everything. I'm trying to show that a well-handled snake was very unlikely to want to bite.
Is there any other kind of pet that you would rather have instead of the snake?
A cat.
The relationship between my daughter and the snakes have got stronger over time. I enjoy filming just the gentle interactions between my daughter and the snakes.
Where? 3 crowns on Cher.
And it amazes me on a daily basis how they do behave.
Hello. Did you like it up there? Stay with me forever, Cher.
It's finally nice to see a human, a young child, behaving nicely with a very demonized animal, essentially. The life expectancy, I think, of a reticulated python is like 20, 30 years old. So I'm going to be coming up to my 70s by the time I think they pass away.
Night, night, Sonny, night, night, share.
The Sonny and Cher, as long as you don't frighten them or hurt them, they're very gentle and docile animals. Actually, nicer than most humans that I've encountered, actually. So.
When I interact with big animals, it makes me feel excited because they're really big and exciting to play with. I like alligators because they launch out of the water, and you know when they're launching out of the water in clear water, but sometimes when they're not in clear water they wiggle their tail and you can't see them, and so sometimes they launch and eat you. I'm Charlie Parker, I'm 8 years old and I like to play with alligators, snakes and lizards and frogs. My passion with animals first started when I holded my first snake when I was 1, when I was a baby. My favourite snake is the reticulated python because they squeeze their prey.
What does it feel like?
Feels smooth. I'm not afraid of handling snakes or alligators because I've worked with them my whole life, and I build up a trust to them.
He's very natural around animals and also with reptiles.
Say good day to some of them. Ooh.
He's like a little David Attenborough, really. There's about 50 species of reptile, and then we've got about 20 species of mammal.
We believe passionately in conservation, and we believe that you cannot promote conservation without people meeting the animals up close.
Go on, pop it in his mouth.
Whoa, no, come here.
I was 3 when I interacted with my first alligator. It launched at me and launched at me again, and then it did a big jump and I fed it. It's pretty cool. My favourite animal is Crunch the crocodile.
Crocodiles catching prey that was made famous.
He used to be named Houdini because he used to get out of all the traps.
Crunch is a 5-metre saltwater crocodile. It probably weighs around about 700 kilos. And he respects Crunch, you know, he's a big wild-caught crocodile and quite dangerous, so, but yeah, Charlie's fairly comfortable with him and he goes in there all the time.
I certainly wouldn't put him at risk if I thought he was going to get eaten.
There you go. Got us over round of applause, doesn't it?
And we've all got, you know, bitten fingers and a few scars over the years, and Charlie's accruing a few himself.
I've been bitten by a blue tongue, snake, crocodile, alligator, venomous snake, that's called a copperhead, black-headed python, oller python, and pygmy python.
Charlie can interact with most of the animals here at the park. Yeah, he enjoys working with the penguins, he enjoys working with mammals. mainly the reptiles.
Some for you, some for them?
He really helps out, and I think everybody really appreciates how good he is with the animals.
My friends think I'm cool because I work with animals all the time and they want to be like me one day.
Charlie has his own following at the park.
Yeah, when people see me, they're amazed because I'm so young. When I grow up, I want to be a professional zookeeper.
He has got a bit of blood on his foot.
Like Steve Irwin